so much for being here and watching this. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to help you and help your team and empower your group. But before I get into that, I want to share a little story with you. I was out on the Atlantic Ocean. I was fishing on the Atlantic Ocean, and I'm a big fisherman. I love fishing, but I've never been on the Atlantic Ocean, never stepped toe in it before, and so this is my first time. And I'm out there fishing away out of my plastic boat. Yeah, so I'm fishing out of my kayak here. It's about a 13-foot kayak, and I'm down in the Atlantic Ocean paddling away. It's in front of me. We drove 26 hours to get down there, and we're paddling, and we're paddling, and we're paddling, and we're hoping not only just to fish, but we're hoping to catch a sailfish. Yeah, so we're hoping to catch a fish that's half the size of our kayak, right, and catch hopefully more than one for this event we're fishing in, because we're not just going there to fish for sailfish. No. We're crazier than that. We decided to go fish this two-day tournament, a two-day tournament for sailfish out of the Atlantic Ocean, both of which we have never been part of, we've never fished in. We've only read posts about it, blog posts, and watched videos on how to do it. So we're down, Pompano Beach. We're paddling away. We got our route set, we're planned, and we're fishing. And it's going okay. People are catching some sailfish, but we're not hooking up with anything yet. Okay, we'll wait our turn. And it's about time for us to turn back around and head back to where we started. Now, if you're not aware of ocean currents and all that, which I don't expect you to, but right about Pompano Beach, there's this current that comes really close to shore, which is nice because that's what brings the sailfish in. And also, it's a little closer to paddle. You still have to paddle offshore, which is where we were, but not as far as other places. So we went with the current, which is great. Now we have to paddle back upstream, as it were. And so we're paddling. We're paddling, and paddling some more. We're paddling for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and we haven't moved. I look to the shoreline, and I see that same water tower in the same position with my kayak. It doesn't look like we have moved at all. So we keep paddling, right? The only thing that makes sense, we want to get back to where we go, so we keep paddling and paddling and paddling. And it's about 40 minutes now, and we look and we haven't moved at all, maybe a couple feet at most. And so my friend looks at his GPS. Okay, we're going to push hard this time, and we're paddling, we're pushing as hard as we can. We paddle for about another 15 minutes before we are exhausted. We are breathing heavy, we're tired, we're sore, we're getting frustrated. And of course, as every minute goes by, I'm getting more and more frustrated. I'm questioning, why in the world am I doing this? Why in the world am I in the Atlantic Ocean fishing for sailfish? There's sharks all around us, and I have no clue what I'm doing, right? I'm a total newbie to this whole thing of fishing offshore, and here I'm doing something crazy. And we're paddling, we're pushing hard, I'm getting frustrated, and then an hour goes by, right? So we paddle for about another 15, 20 minutes, as hard as we can till we're out of breath. And my friend looks at his GPS. In that 15 minutes, we moved a whole whopping 20 feet. Yay! 20 foot, and we probably moved a half mile from where we started from. The goal was to kind of work the section back and forth. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. We've already burned over an hour just trying to get back, and we've only moved 20 feet. Thankfully, a friendly kayaker who has fished this area before said, if you go in to about 50 feet of water, we were in about 120, said if you go into about 50 feet of water, the current's cut in half. We're like, thank you so much. So we paddled in a little farther, and to about 50 feet of water, and lo and behold, the current was cut in half. Yeah, but we're really tired. So we paddled into about 25 feet of water, and then we were able to paddle back up because the current was cut in half again. Now, I share this story with you because, well, it's a fun story, about us learning a lot and us being crazy Wisconsin people going down to Florida. This was in February, so nice to get out of the cold, but fishing for these sailfish, something we've never done. We did something crazy, some might call it stupid, but we had friends with us, him and I were together, and we had friends down there trying to help us out with this. On this day, we struggled with wanting to do this at that point. We were so frustrated, we were physically tired, we were sore, we were exhausted from the trip. We wanted to call it quits. We wanted to be done with this trip. So we had to dig down and figure out, what was our reason why? Why did we actually want to be down here to catch sailfish? Was it to actually catch a sailfish? Because yeah, that'd be cool. But there had to be something more than that, right? We could have done something else. We could have fished for salmon out of Lake Michigan, which we have done before, right? So we had to think about our reason why, and then work through that and help each other out. So before I go on, let's talk a little bit about me here, and just so you know who's up here. Well, I'm Spencer Jones. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a teacher. I am a choir director, a pianist as well, a classically trained pianist. I'm a mindset coach. I'm a speaker, right? Presenter, obviously. I'm here for you. I'm a podcast host. I host the Jones and 4 vlog and podcast, so you can check those out as well. What else we got? There's some crazy things. Oh, I do triathletes, and oh yeah, you already saw, I'm a kayak angler, outdoorsman. I film my adventures as I travel across the country in hopes of inspiring other people to go after their goals and dreams and check out the amazing country we live in. So some little fun things about me. And I'm up here today because I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help your team build. I want to help you build this community. I want to help you and your group, your organization, your classroom be empowered to chase their passions to the max, to help them grow, to help them learn, and to find this balance in life. Because we know if we can find balance in between everything we do and the things we love to do, we will be at more peace, we will have less stress, and in turn, we'll be more productive. So that's what I want to do. Now I know personally, because of my 9 years in the classroom, I know I can build this community. I know I can build people up, and I want to spread this to you and your team as well. So how do I relate to people? Well, you already heard one of it. I love telling stories. One of the ways I tell stories, I relate to things I've done, like fishing offshore in Pompano Beach and being really winded and tired and all that good stuff that happens with that, but I also make it relatable. One of the other things that I do is, well, as I mentioned, I'm a classically trained pianist. So let me play a little something for you here, and we'll talk about how this connects. But I relate music to life as well. So here is a piece by Gottschalk. It is Souvenir de Puerto Rico. A fun little piece for you, a little excerpt of it. So here we go. This piece for you. Now, I share this for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is because it brings me back to my piano professor at college, Dr. Coleman, and he taught me a couple things. Well, he taught me many things. And one of the things he taught me at that time was this thing called eagle vision. And eagle vision is this thing where you want to be like an eagle. An eagle could soar above a forest, and it can see the entire forest as far as the forest is, and it can see, right? So there's entire forest. But the eagle also has this ability to focus in on something small, whether it's a tree, whether it's a mouse on the bottom of the forest floor. It can focus in on those things. It can see the expanse of the entire forest, or it could hone in on these little things. Same thing goes for music. Let's say, for example, there's a section here, a couple sections in here actually, where I really I struggled with. I had to learn to play and focus on it. So what did I do? I didn't stop every time I messed up and go from the beginning and start again. No, I honed in on this one section and practiced it. Made sure that one section was as good as I could get it, and then when it was set, then I expanded out a little bit more and made sure that was good. Then a little bit more until that was good, and then we did the whole piece. The same thing applies to life, to everything you do. Hone in on the things that you're struggling with, right? And focus on that. Fix those things. It might take a couple tries. You might have to try a couple different things, but you can fix it and you can balance it out and learn it and have success with this thing. And then once you get that, you expand it out. And then expand it out, expand it out, expand it out. And then as far as the overall vision, right? The eagle flying over the entire forest. How does that one section fit within this entire piece? Oh, there's a piece I played in college where it just sounded so weird with all the chords, and I'm playing it slow as I'm learning. I'm going, this just doesn't sound good. It just doesn't sound right. But then, once I looked at it as far as the entire piece goes, and I was able to practice up a little more and get it up to speed a little faster, it started making a lot more sense, and I could see the overall picture. How does that relate to your life? How do the things you do every day, those tasks, those goals that you have, fit with this overarching goal? For you and your job, what are the things you do that helps the overall vision of your company, of your vision, of your goal, right? How do those things fit in? We should have eagle vision. We should have the vision to see the entire forest and to focus in on these little things. I know I can make a difference with you and your team and help empower them and find this balance in life. As of right now, I'm offering 5 different presentations and one fun bonus one. One of the presentations I do is 3 ways to find balance. Essentially, we work through this guide to help everyone there to find the balance, find what's important to them, and achieve that balance, because it's different for everyone, and we are able to do that as a group. Another one is discovering your why and achieving success. Kind of like what I did with that kayak fishing thing. We had to figure out our why, and then using that to achieve success. It's how I lost over 30 pounds by finding my why and then pushing myself to achieve that success. 5 ways to gain positivity, right? Because maybe you have a negative workplace, maybe you're surrounded by negative people. How can we turn this around? Maybe you just want to turn your mindset around a little bit, right? 5 ways to gain positivity. We also do perspective shift, and that perspective shift is one kind of like that eagle vision. We go more into depth about eagle vision. What does that look like? What does that feel like? How can you do this, and how can you achieve success by doing that? And we give you tips and tricks of how to make that happen. Then we also have how to find and chase your passions. This one kind of goes in with finding the balance aspect of it, because we work one-on-one with it. We help you find your passion, what is it, hone that in, and then how to balance it out. So it's a combination of the two. And last but not least, we do one, let's say you like these, or maybe you want something a little bit different that really fits exactly what you want. We can do a custom presentation just for you. Now, all the presentations are customized a little bit to your group, your organization, your classroom, but this last one, we can work one-on-one together and really make it jive and fit exactly the way you would like it to. So we can have fun chatting about that. If any of these interest you, I would love to chat with you about it and join you and help empower your team. You can call me or text me if you like at 920-277-1183. Or you can email me at smj190@gmail.com. And last but not least, you can always check out my website. Lots of cool information on there. There's ways to contact me on there. And my website is spencermjones.com. Again, that's spencermjones.com. Go there, check it out. We do mindset coaching. We have all these presentations laid out with a little more detail of exactly what's in it for you. You can watch this video and see so many other things that are on our websites. On my website, I should say. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time here today. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait to talk with you to join your team. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you all later.